Welcome back to Central Colorado Ballistics. My name is Wally. Let's get into the topic for today's video. Is the Desert Eagle reliable for self-defense, or is it a visual paperweight? This gun has been in more movies and video games than most people have had range days. Some people swear it's unreliable. Others swear it's misunderstood. So today I want to answer one question. Is the Desert Eagle actually reliable, or is it just an expensive flex? Before we get any further, let's start with safety by clearing the firearms and reviewing the rules of firearm safety. The 4 rules of firearm safety. Always treat a firearm as if it is loaded. Clear the firearm in a safe direction. Never point a firearm at anything you do not intend to destroy. Keep your finger off the trigger until you are ready to shoot. And always be sure of your target and what's beyond it. Back to the topic. Why this question matters. Here's why this question keeps coming up. Most firearm owners aren't collectors. They want something that works, fits their lifestyle, and doesn't demand consistent attention. And the Desert Eagle sits on the opposite end of that spectrum. What the Desert Eagle was designed to be. The Desert Eagle was never meant to be a traditional self-defense handgun. It was designed to do something uncommon. Run Magnum cartridges in a semi-auto platform. To accomplish that, Magnum Research used a gas-operated system, more like a rifle that you find in an AR-15 or AR-10. That single design choice defines everything people love and hate about this firearm. Why reliability became the main criticism. When people say reliability, they're usually talking about tolerance for error. Most modern handguns are built to be forgiving. The Desert Eagle isn't. It's heavier and more mechanically complex, and it expects everything to be just right. That doesn't mean it can't be reliable, but it means it doesn't fit the definition most people are using. Personal owner perspective. I'm not a competition shooter. I'm not sponsored. And I don't buy firearms for brand validation. I buy them for enjoyment and being an enthusiast. From an ownership standpoint, reliability isn't about prestige. It's about consistency, cost, and confidence. And that's where the Desert Eagle starts to divide people. Cost versus practicality. Let's talk about cost because it matters. For the price of a Desert Eagle, most people could buy a proven firearm, just to name a few: Glock, Springfield Armory, and Beretta, supporting gear, additional grips, holsters, carrying case, ammunition, training, like in Colorado, hunter's education and self-defense courses to get your concealed carry permit, and soon to be State Bill 25-003 requiring that training. This will be discussed in another video. And still have money left over, depending, yes, on ammunition and other items you want or need. So if someone chooses a Desert Eagle, it usually is not because it's the most practical option. It's because they want the experience. What Magnum Research has changed over time. To be fair, Magnum Research hasn't ignored criticism. Over the years, they refined manufacturing consistency, materials, fit and finish, and introduced smaller, lighter frame options. To be specific, the L5 and L6 platform of the Desert Eagle. Different size barrels and aluminum frames, making them lighter than the standard Desert Eagle. These changes absolutely improved the platform, but they did not redefine it. The Desert Eagle is still a specialized firearm doing a specialized job. The caliber question, without getting too technical. One of the biggest debates is whether reliability improvements are applied equally across the calibers. The honest question is, some configurations benefit more than others, but none escape the core design. If someone expects every version to behave like a compact, modern handgun, they're going to be disappointed. The dominant pistol caliber is 9mm still, and for Magnum revolvers is .357 Magnum. Who the Desert Eagle is and isn't for. If you value simplicity, lightweight, and low maintenance, this probably isn't your firearm. If you appreciate mechanical uniqueness, engineering ambition, and the iconic design, then the Desert Eagle makes a lot more sense. And neither perspective is wrong. Final verdict. Is the Desert Eagle reliable? It can be within its intended role. Is it practical for most people? No. It was never meant to be. It's not a paperweight, but it's also not pretending to be something it isn't. This concludes today's video. In the next video, we're taking this to the range, not to prove a point, but to experience for what it actually is. As said, the Desert Eagle isn't for everyone due to the expectation, caliber, and weight. No hype, no excuses, just real impressions. Freedom secured, rights defended.